Hi, my name is Sophia, and I like watching Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, and Nickelodeon. I've been watching these channels since I was a kid, with like a small break when I was in grad school. Basically, I've been watching these shows for the majority of my life. I remember getting Cartoon Network and being ecstatic that I could watch Dragon Ball Z and watch cartoons all day. An entire channel that just showed cartoons. I was so excited about that. I watched Powerpuff Girls, Dragon Ball Z, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I watched Lizzie McGuire, Even Stevens, Hey Arnold, Clarissa Explains It All, Johnny Bravo, all of it. I watched as much of it as I could. But around the time that Phil the Future started, I realized that maybe everybody's not watching the same shows I am anymore, and that I seem to still be interested in stuff that nobody else really is. This is a trend that has continued to this day. I still find them fascinating for many reasons, some of which I'm probably sure are legitimate. I've continued watching these channels. I've watched Wizards of Waverly Place. I've watched way more Hannah Montana, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and Hey Jessie than I would like to admit. I've watched as many shows end and new ones begin. Good Luck Charlie just ended, which is crazy because I feel like I just started watching it and I kind of feel like weirdly proud and nostalgic about it. For some reason, I find myself enjoying Dog with a Blog, even though I refused to watch the show when it started because it is about a talking dog who writes a blog. But the characters are all so bizarre, and they do these mundane things that somehow they have made into the most weird show. It's just a weird show. The parents are weird, the kids are weird, and I kind of love watching it. And I love watching all the cartoons, of course. I love watching Phineas and Ferb. The Amazing World of Gumball is one of my absolute favorites. Steven Universe, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Legend of Korra, Adventure Time. I love watching all of it. I don't understand people who don't like watching cartoons. But I also think Victorious was a really good show, and that Big Time Rush has some sort of magic to it that I haven't quite been able to explain to people. But I'm working on figuring it out. I love watching these shows, but I don't really have anyone that I can talk to about them without giving long backstories about why I like the show, what has happened up to the point of the thing I want to talk about, and why I want to talk about the thing that I want to talk about. So many little bits and pieces that I would just love to everything from the clothes they wear, to the way they talk to each other, from the way they check out people, what they're saying, to why they're probably saying it, why this episode is particularly dumb, to why this episode is particularly good. So now it's kind of become a thing that I do, where I watch these shows and then I talk about it a lot to my friends and family. My poor friends and family. So as you can imagine, conversations with me are really fun. They kind of have a tendency to go like this. So there's this character, right, who's really awesome. Okay, well let me explain, because I know you don't know what I'm talking about. So, backing up, right, so remember I told you about that guy? He was in that movie that you saw that one time with the apples in it? The movie with the apples, right. That guy. So that guy, he is in this show and he plays a totally different character who's like a pretty boy and like really kind of like hangs out with the mean people. So then this other girl comes up, right? And then like he's like, no, maybe I don't want to be part of the mean group anymore. But it's really interesting because the way he says it just denotes all this meaning that usually isn't like something that they show in these shows. Well, I don't really watch the show, so I'm not really sure if that's what that means, but yeah, that's cool. So then she walks away, but then she looks back, right? But then like out of the corner eye, you see these girls reading a comic book, which is amazing because you never see that on these shows. Wow. They combine all of these different genres all together, and it's ridiculous. It's so funny because you can tell there's all this love being put into it, but like nobody's gonna get it and it's gonna seem new. And I wonder if the people who like it are actually gonna go and watch the movies that these are based on. Oh, well, that's kind of neat. And if they did, that'd be cool because it's opening up to a whole new fan base. But I can see why people are angry about it because, like, you know, they're kind of ruining the whole thing. I don't really think they are. Did you send me that email that you said you were going to send me? I don't think I ever got it. Yeah, sorry, I was supposed to do that, right? Supposed to send you the email? Okay, you know, I'll get on that, yeah. Well, let's talk about you. Sorry, I'm just blabbering about my show that I like. So my new plan is to try to talk to the internet about the shows that I like. Mainly the live action shows, because there are awesome podcasts you get to listen to hear people talk about how much they love cartoons. My favorite of which is the Gravity Falls Gossiper. I want to explore why I like these shows and why I think they're awesome and why I think they're dumb and why I think they're important. Because let's face it, there are a lot of kids watching these shows and we just dismiss them like it doesn't matter. And I think that maybe a little bit it does. Even if just a little bit. I like to say that I want to do this so I don't have to subject my poor friends and family to having those kinds of conversations over and over again. But hey, we'll see how it goes. Thanks for listening. Bye. Cool.